Dahlonega.
Teams are on the floor. We're ready for action. Glad you've joined us. And Colin Turner easily winning that open tip. Getting it back to A.J. White. We are underway. White works to the right side. Puts up a shot, 17-footer, just a little off the mark. Champion got a hand on it, but could not control. First possession of the night for the Lakers of Clayton State under head coach Vince Alexander. Page nearly lost the handle. Hawkinson gets the turnover.
You love to see the heart and the hustle from Hawkinson. He is an effort player, to say the least, for this North Georgia basketball team.
Tenacious. Opening minute of the first half. Hawkinson top of the key. White down low to Turner. Double team pass to Hawkinson. Had it blocked. It'll be North Georgia ball.
Possession stays with the Nighthawks.
That's got to be something you got to watch down low. JoJo Bell, 4th in the PBC in blocks this season.
White along the baseline. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Quickly, the shot up wouldn't go for Chase. Still no score here in Dahlonega. Bell gets rid of it to Page. 6'9" redshirt junior out of Snellville. Andre Young, their leading scorer. Shot clock at 9. Young open for 3 in the corner. It's up, it's good.
Andre Young.
Yeah, the Lakers draw first blood. Turner, high post. Now Hawkinson. Chase fakes it. Back to Zach. Drives. Turns. Champion open for 3 and the tie. Would not go.
It's great ball movement there from the Nighthawks. You're not going to get a more open shot there than you did from Champion.
Shot up. Good by Turner.
And historically, this has been a matchup that Turner has dominated, and an easy bucket on the other end there for Clayton State. But this is a matchup that Colin Turner has really had his way offensively against the Lakers.
Turner, the leading shooter in the Peach Belt Conference, nearly 60% from the floor. A.J. White, yes.
Typical A.J. White move there, the change of speed and making it look easy down low.
17:30 to go here, first half. Shot clock at 9. Jumper no good. White the rebound. Quickly the other way. A.J. sees daylight. Now they'll reset. Hawkinson. And a whistle.
Clayton State foul on number 3, DJ Wright. That's his first.
Is against DJ Wright, the senior from Greensboro, Georgia.
Replacing Zach Hawkinson.
Hampton,
number
Sydney.
23, Stephen Akwiwu.
Hawkinson gets a breather. Akwiwu on the floor. Champion to A.J. open for 3 in the corner. Off the iron, no good. Akwiwu got a hand on it. And last touch by the Lakers.
Stays with the Nighthawks.
Nice play there by Akwiwu. Just stepped into the ball game, and he's already making some impact plays out there for the Nighthawks.
And they will reset the shot clock. I think there's an official timeout to confirm exactly. And we will allow them.
Officials come out for a video review.
And so let's take a timeout as well. 16:55 to go in the first half. It is Clayton State 5, North Georgia 4. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Hey there, sports fans. Ready to unlock incredible hotel deals? Get a free membership and save up to 50%. Stay grand. Spend less. The simplest site. The best unpublished hotel deals.
All right.
Peachbelttravel.com.
And the look at the replay is not a matter of the shot clock, but rather an appeal of the out of bounds. And I believe that the last man to touch the ball is number 5.
Yeah, looks like it.
Joey Thomas. And it is.
After video review, possession goes to the Lakers.
Well, I stand corrected.
It's not very often that you see the coach's challenge get used, especially this early on in the ball game. But
absolutely, because it's going to cost you a timeout if you're unsuccessful.
Maybe one of those use it or lose it situations. You're going to lose a timeout anyways if you don't use it in the first half. So you might as well there if you're Clayton State.
So the Lakers get possession, up by 1. 3 minutes and change into the first half. Whoa, that was a long pivot and a long pass into the Nighthawk pep band.
Giving them a little souvenir. I'm sure they appreciate that.
Nicely done by the saxophone section there. Nighthawks looking for their first lead of the night. So, and that off the fingertips of Colin, out of bounds.
And it's going to stay North Georgia's ball. It looks like there was a foul on the Lakers before that.
Bailed out.
Eddie Page. That's his first.
I think bailed out is exactly the way to describe that. Colin Turner looked like he was ready to make his way back up the floor on defense.
Yeah. AJ hemmed in. Out to Turner. One dribble and open over to Chase. It's going to be North Georgia ball.
No easy baskets in this one for the Nighthawks as of yet.
And quickly checking in, the young man from Dakar, Senegal, Mamour Imbao. 6'9", redshirt freshman. Shot clock at 4, 3, right out, 17-footer, no good. Offensive rebound. Akwiwu could not hit that, but he comes back to Jamil. Open from the elbow, wouldn't go. Well, we had a number of opportunities there.
Yeah, just couldn't capitalize there if you're North Georgia.
Bell gets it into Imbao, gets it back underneath, no good. Nighthawks in transition, White for the lead. The Lakers 1-11 in the Peach Belt. 2-18 overall. Tough sledding on the year for Clayton State. A couple of Nighthawks set to check in at the first opportunity. Long 3, and it goes for Andre Young.
We talked about this before the game started, but Clayton State, one of the better three-point shooting teams in the PBC. If they can get hot from 3 early, it could spell trouble for North Georgia. That's their second 3 of the game.
And that's their largest lead at 4. Right out, nearly lost the handle. AJ gets it, puts it up, and scores. Young. This one no good. Rebound snared by Champion. Chase finds AJ in traffic. What a pass to Akwiwu. Up and draws contact.
I mean, A.J. White is one of the most dangerous players in transition, whether he's taking the layup himself or he's dishing it off. And ultimately almost ends in a bucket almost every time, and we're going to get a pair of free throws here when we come back.
Indeed, the under-16 media timeout. 14-18 left to go, first half. Nighthawks looking to tie it up, down by 2. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
North Georgia looking to take advantage at the line. There you see Coach Evans and company huddled up along the sideline. The gentleman who had waited to check in, Stevens and Baskerville, out there now. So Coach Evans has got them pumped up and ready to roll. Teams are heading back out. Baskerville and
checking in with the Nighthawks, number 22, A.J. Baskerville.
Stevens.
And number 45, Jake Stevens.
Along with JoJo Peterson.
At the line for 2 shots for the Nighthawks, Stephen Akwiwu.
Akwiwu goes to the line. Nestling right in.
I really liked Akwiwu's development in his game this year, going from averaging less than a point per game last year to now 5 this year. He's really taken his game to another level.
And the one thing that I appreciate, every second that he's on the floor, he is going 110%.
Absolutely.
The 2 free throws tie it at 8. We have played 6 minutes. Young. Nothing doing there. Nicely defended by Baskerville. Shot clock at 4, 3, 2. And right at the shot clock buzzer, JoJo Bell puts the Lakers back in front. Stevens. Akwiwu, now Baskerville. A drive by A.J. would not go. Rebound, put it up. And he'll hit, they're going to call a jump ball, no foul.
Oh, wow.
Held ball, possession goes to the Lakers.
Surprising there. Baskerville is one of the best offensive rebounders in the PBC, so.
And this note to Master Control, we have your audio feed.
Number 6,
courtside. Note to Master Control, we have your audio feed courtside. We have your audio feed from Master Control in our headsets courtside. Thank you. Now we can hear ourselves think, Rob. But it was a scintillating conversation.
It was indeed.
We'll tell you all about it in a moment. It centers on unique names on the floor at the same time.
It does. Good observation from Master Control.
That shot no good. Rebound snared by Akwiwu. A.J. White drives, draws contact. And it's something that I hadn't thought about. But
Clayton State foul on number 10.
Simultaneously, you've got for Clayton State, JoJo Bell. And for the Nighthawks, JoJo Peterson.
2 pretty dominant players in their own respective ways. We mentioned JoJo Bell and how good he's been at the blocks this season, 4th in the PBC, and he's 5th in rebounds as well. And, JoJo Peterson, anybody who's got to watch him play at Purdue Fort Wayne knows how good of a player he is. And he hasn't had a real breakout game as of yet for North Georgia. He's just been sidelined with injuries, unfortunately, but we're really hoping for that breakout game from him pretty soon.
Nicely done, Jabari Arnold. And with that, Nighthawks on top for the first time tonight. 12:25 to go, first half. Drive by Young. And drew contact.
Nighthawk foul on number 45, Jake Stevens. That's his first.
That will go on Stevens, his first. And that is the first
At the line for
team
2
foul
shots for
or the
Clayton
second?
State, Andre Young.
Young hits that one. First one.
Checking in for the Lakers, number 1, Tahai Morgan, and number 21,
Definitely a little night and day compared to what we saw the last time the Nighthawks were at home against Augusta. Two, really gritty teams that force a lot of turnovers, and, neither really got the benefit of the doubt with the whistle. Over 50 fouls called in that game.
Man, there were a lot of fouls.
Yes, indeed.
Checking back in for Clayton State, number 5,
On
Joey
the heels
Thomas.
of a double overtime game, you'd love to see a low number of fouls called in this one.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
12-12 to go, first half. 12-11, Lakers by 1. Hawkinson trying to get the Nighthawks back on top. This one would not fall. And a foul on the play, and again.
Nighthawk foul on number 22, A.J. Baskerville.
It's going to go on Baskerville.
Team second.
On the play, Justin Evans wound up on the floor, evidently the recipient of the foul. We have played 8 minutes here in Dahlonega. And a whistle away from the ball.
North Georgia foul on number 21, Zach Hawkinson. That's his first.
First on Zach. And that brings us to the under 12.
Media timeout on the floor.
11:53 to go, first half. It's Clayton State 11, North Georgia 11.
The American Cancer Society
Watching the Nighthawk
through
Sports
its
Network.
Coaches versus Cancer program.
Important work at hand here for North Georgia against a Clayton State team that is playing like a team with nothing to lose. You come in with only one conference win to this point in the season, and you've got to make 110% effort every time out.
Yes, absolutely. And Clayton State, they're playing with house money, like you mentioned, coming into this game, and they can play a little spoiler here to North Georgia. They're still in the mix to potentially host some PBC tournament games come March, and I know that that's something that the Nighthawks would be really looking forward to. And so Clayton State, they've looked really strong coming out of the gates in this one, and they're trying to go for an upset win here. Still a lot of basketball left to play.
You talked about it a moment ago. Lakers have not missed any three-pointers. They're 2 for 2, 2 for 2 at the line, and 50% from the floor. That one, the first missed three of the night.
Was halfway down the basket.
Arnold, top of the key. Away to Stevens. Jakes gets it over to Baskerville. And now Hawkinson. Backdoor cut by Hawkinson. Baskerville off the mark there. And the Lakers get it back up by 1. Long three, no good. Stevens in a hurry. Peterson on the wing right side. He'll head down the lane, floater up, wouldn't go. Lob inside to Page. Guarded by Hawkinson. Blocked by Zach.
There were a couple of Nighthawks there in the area. Yeah, Jamari Arnold down there as well. Just a great defensive effort from the Nighthawks. Like we mentioned earlier, one of the top teams in the PBC defensively this year. They forced a ton of turnovers, almost forced one there on Clayton State. Well, 14 seconds to work with on this possession.
Evans and Bell check out for the Lakers. Morgan back in. As is Thomas. Page to Thomas, right back to the big guy. Missed the layup. It's going to stay Clayton State ball.
That looked like it was going to be a pretty open layup for Clayton State there, and the defensive pressure from behind by Stevens forced that errant layup.
Ball knocked away. It stays Clayton State possession.
We said this a couple minutes ago for North Georgia. No easy buckets for the Nighthawks. The same can be said about Clayton State as well. It's been some tough sledding here for both teams. Just 4 baskets each.
Inbound comes to Young. Knocked away, stolen by JoJo Peterson. Joe wouldn't go.
You like to see the burst there, though, from JoJo, getting out in front of everybody. He just couldn't get the layup to fall.
Baseline move, nothing doing for Young, defended by JoJo. Inside, way too easy for Bell.
Beautiful pass there down low from Thomas.
And the lead for the Lakers is 3. 9:33 to go until the half. Peterson open. Stevens, 3, in and out. Would have tied it. Right to the elbow. Now back it goes to Bell. Into the hands of Thomas. Young, 15 to shoot. Long three-pointer will go for Joey Thomas.
Joey Thomas.
Inside 9 minutes we go. This is the biggest lead of the ball game for Clayton State.
Nighthawks looking like they're about to do a full 5 in, 5 out, something you don't see very often from Coach Evans.
Nope. Shot blocked and taken by Young. Cross-court pass. Three-pointer in and out, no good, but an offensive board and the follow for Page. And a timeout taken with 8:30 to go. Coach Evans did not want to wait any longer to talk to his team. Timeout with 8:30 to go. And the lead for the Lakers, 19-11. Back in a moment. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network.
At the heart of America's gold rush stands a beacon of leadership, tradition, and excellence. A university that has always led the way, forging an environment for broad-based academics, world-class athletics, and tomorrow's military leaders. The University of North Georgia. Learning and leadership, passion and preparation, transformation and tradition. We are the University of North Georgia.
On a 6-match winning
A
streak,
9-0 run by the Lakers has Coach Evans in need of getting his team pumped up. And boy, you see him doing just that right there. This a very important part of the ball game where you have seen Clayton State impose their will the last couple of minutes.
Yes, absolutely. And we talked about this in the opener for North Georgia, how a key for them was going to be to establish a first-half lead. The same can be said about Clayton State. The two common denominators in their 2 wins this year, they went into the locker room with the lead at halftime. And so if Clayton State's able to do that in this one, it could spell trouble for North Georgia. Well, like we mentioned, they've been a very successful second-half team. They've been a very successful team in the closing minutes of the first half as well. So we're going to need that again here from the Nighthawks.
Nighthawks have scored about a point a minute thus far in the ball game. Down low it goes, up and in, Colin Turner.
If you look up and down Turner's games against Clayton State previously, you got 30-point games, 20-point games, multiple double-digit performances from the big man.
Alley-oop, missed. But they come up with a loose ball.
Nighthawk
foul on Turner. You know, the alley-oop is something you don't see as often as you did.
Yes, especially against a North Georgia team like this that has been so good defensively. You know, really get a whole lot of opportunities against the Nighthawks on those backdoor cuts.
Oh, that might have been a travel. Wright puts it up 17 feet and hits.
He has scored in double figures in all 3 games he's played in against North Georgia. He's definitely going to be a big factor for Clayton State moving forward.
7:30 remaining until halftime. Right out, no good. Rebound to Kwiwu, and he'll head to the line.
Clayton State foul number 0, JoJo Bell.
Kwiwu had springs in his shoes there on that rebound.
At the line for 2 shots for the Nighthawks.
Foul on
Stephen
Bell.
Kwiwu.
That one would not go for Stephen. Look at the effort on the boards by Kwiwu. Yeah, he got up there.
Got a good view of the rim.
Oh, my goodness. The ball was already in Kwiwu's hands. I'm really surprised they stopped. I'm glad he hit that. That is so frustrating.
Didn't seem to be phased.
Nope. 21-14. And a foul. Do they give the shot?
Looks like that'll be the discussion.
Oh, boy.
Count the basket
They
for
give
DJ
the shot.
for the Lakers. Fouls called on the Nighthawks. Number 1, A.J. White. That's his first, team 5th. At the line for 1 shot, DJ
So
Wright.
just to make it a 10-point ball game. Largest lead of the night. All right, 7 minutes to go until the half. See what the Nighthawks can do to turn things up offensively. Kwiwu and a whistle away from the ball.
Clayton State foul on number 21, Eddie Page. That's his second, team 6th. Checking in to replace Page.
Imbao checking back in for the Lakers.
Got to get something going down low here if you're the Nighthawks. Just 1 for 7 from downtown in this game. We've talked about the dominance of Turner against Clayton State previously. Try to get your bigs involved here these final 6.5 minutes.
In traffic, Champion draws contact. He'll head to the line.
Clayton State foul on number 5, Joey Thomas. That's his first, team
First
7th.
on Thomas.
At the line for 2 shots for North Georgia, Chase Champion.
Here's a look at that last effort by Chase.
I think both teams have established that this is going to be another one of those grit and grind it out games. It's not going to be an easy win for either team.
Nope. You look back through the years, the very first meeting all the way back in 1991, there have been some tooth and nail battles over the years. Imbal's pass knocked away. Right out. Tried to get it to AJ. Long lead pass and a slam dunk for JoJo Bell.
Just a tough break there for the Nighthawks. He felt like they had numbers on that possession. It just leads to an easy bucket there for Clayton State.
Possession stays with the Nighthawks.
6:01 to go, and it's 26-16 as you look at that last sequence. Open, AJ, give me a three. Wouldn't fall. Offensive rebound to Champion, and they reset. When Steven thought about it, he was wide open. Now down low, fakes underneath, and he'll head back to the line.
These free throws are going to be a key factor for the Nighthawks going forward in this one. 5 for 6 from the charity stripe so far, and they're not really getting what they want from beyond the arc, and so you got to grit and grind it out at the free throw line.
5:43 left. You'd love to see North Georgia make a push over that stretch to tighten this thing up.
And this is typically where we see it, coming out of the under 4 media timeout, where we see, sometimes it'll be 6-7-0 run by A.J. White and a couple key baskets from some other Nighthawks to cut into the deficit. But, if you're North Georgia, you were really hoping to go into halftime with the lead. Still got 5:40 to go. We got a little bit of ground to make up here.
Let's see if we can cut into that deficit. Young works the left side, nothing doing there. Out to Bell. Imbow to Bell, back to Imbow. And too many steps for Mamour Imbow. Just a redshirt freshman from Dakar, Senegal. Hawkinson back in.
You love to see the international pull that the PBC has had over the last handful of years or so. We're getting a lot of guys from overseas, and so it's really been great to see the league transform like that.
100%. Ball knocked away out of bounds. Over the years, Augusta probably one of the first to embrace the international recruiting.
Checking in for the Lakers, number 6.
Quickly, Stevens checks in for the Nighthawks.
Number 45, Jake Stevens.
And Chase Champion gets a rest. Lob into Turner. Colin floater in the lane. Yeah, man.
Just a go-to move for Turner all season long. He's got some of the best touch from any big man in the PBC.
And that's what's impressive to me is his confidence with that touch. Corner three, air ball. Stevens, and a turnover at midcourt. Alley-oop.
Jojo Bell.
I've seen enough of that from Bell tonight, by the way.
He is
just saying.
Had his way with the rim in this one, and 8 loud points from Bell to go along with 5 boards and a pair of blocks already.
Hook shot wouldn't fall. Stays a 9-point advantage. 4:14 to go, first half. Up, no good. Rebound over the top by Baskerville, one of the leading rebounders in the league. Oh, goodness. Another turnover at midcourt. A.J. comes out of there with it. Whoa! We just about had someone join us in the broadcast booth.
Beautiful in transition there from Clayton State, and North Georgia heading into this under 4 media timeout with some work to do.
That'll be a foul.
Clayton State foul number 6, Bryce Dawson. That's his first team night.
All right, let's take the timeout. 3:47 to go, first half. 28-19, Clayton State. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
Tonight's Nighthawk Sports Network broadcast brought to you in part by John Meagle Ford, a family-owned dealership with award-winning service, a wide selection of new and used vehicles, expert certified servicing, and a commitment to make every visit exceptional. John Meagle Ford, the official car of University of North Georgia Nighthawk Athletics. And Coach Evans and the Nighthawks could use some of that Ford power right about now in this last 3:47 of the first half.
They absolutely can, and like we mentioned before, this is really where we see the Nighthawks start to, put the key in the engine and kind of go forward from there. And, maybe we can get a little bit of a run here from A.J. White. We've seen Colin Turner knock down a couple shots as of late, maybe get him going to go into the halftime break with, a little bit less of a lead here for Clayton State.
A.J. at the foul line he was in fifth gear as he headed down the sideline right in front of us.
We almost had to give him a microphone there and an extra seat at the media table.
Listen, I was just glad he didn't get a hip check and come over the desk.
Yes, me too.
A.J., one of the best free throw shooters in the nation. And a near turnover. Hook shot inside will go for inbound. 3:30 to go, and it's 30-21. Stevens to Baskerville. Back to Jake. Goes baseline, nothing there. Zips it in the corner to Hawkinson. Zach gets it to Colin, hits the floor, floater in the lane, no good. Tipped by Colin. Goes to the floor trying to save it. Boy, he took a tumble.
Watch out, cameraman.
Yeah. You get Big C coming at you. Like a freight train.
Yeah.
3:03 to go till halftime. It's a 9-point Laker lead. Young to inbound. Back to Young. Lobs down to Thomas. Guarded by White. Shot clock at 6. Young got the roll. Goodness. And that's your largest lead of the night.
That one touched every part of the rim on the way down as he shushes the Nighthawk crowd here.
33-21, Lakers by a dozen. And another turnover. Young missed the layup, but the follow will go.
Bryce Dawson.
And a timeout taken with 2:14 to go. It's a 30. We'll keep it right here.
UNG calls a 30-second.
So now, North Georgia in need of stopping the bleeding, down 14. 2 minutes and change to go till the half. Obviously, you've got the entirety of the second half. But nice if you could get just a smidgen of momentum back in the next 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
Yes, absolutely. With 2:14 to go and pretty sizable lead for Clayton State at this point, it doesn't look like North Georgia is going to go into the locker room with the lead, but you can at least, like you mentioned, get a little bit of momentum back and come out of the locker room for the final 20 minutes and maybe go on a little bit of a run there and catch Clayton State by surprise, and from there on out, who knows what can happen.
Obviously, Clayton State has been able to take advantage in transition, making sure that every pass is going to be right on the money. Hugely important to batten down the hatches. Champion to right out. Back to Chase. Jamil tries for three, short. Gets his own rebound in the lane. Left-hand shot, good.
Jamil Rideout.
A great second effort there by Jamil Rideout on that one. Maybe that's the start of a spark here for the Nighthawks.
We'll take it. Down low, layup will go for Tahai Morgan. 37-23. Clayton State playing inspired basketball tonight. Turner turns down the lane and scores.
Beautiful spin there from Big C. Had a red carpet to the basket after that one.
How badly do the Nighthawks want to turn this thing around? You got to dig deep. Inside a minute to go first half, 37-25. Shot clock at 5, 4, Young with 3, and an offensive foul.
Offensive foul called against the Lakers, number 23, Mamor
Imbo. And there's a nice look at that drive by Turner. Difference of 9.3 seconds in the shot clock. And Nighthawks looking to squeeze every bit of opportunity out of this last 39.3.
Could potentially go for a 2-for-1 here if you're North Georgia.
Yep. Love to see that. We'll see if they can get a good opportunity quickly. Teams being encouraged to break that huddle and get back on the floor.
And we've talked about this on previous broadcasts before, but no win in the PBC comes easy. Doesn't matter where you are in the standings. You know, every game in the Peach Belt Conference from here on out is going to be a battle, especially with teams, you know, trying to fight for seeding in the PBC tournament. You know, Clayton State has an uphill battle from here, and North Georgia's looking to secure their standing in the PBC tournament. So it's going to be very competitive from here on out.
And that's the case home or away. Arnold to Turner, looking down low. 15 to shoot. Champion back to Arnold. Jamari drives. Shot clock at 7. Inside! And it goes for Zach.
Beautiful bounce pass down low from Jamari, and nice job by Hawkinson to get himself free for the easy 2.
That cuts it to a 10-point deficit. 4, 3. Young heaves it up. It's no good, and we are at the half. We'll take that little sliver of daylight. North Georgia looking to turn things around in the second half.
It's up to 110%. They're going to need that here and try to play some good defense, especially from 3 against this Clayton State team who's looked good beyond the arc in the first half.
You just saw a moment ago the North Georgia brain trust, the coaching staff. And that's a foul on the big guy for Clayton State.
Foul on number 21, Eddie Page.
Eddie Page
team first.
Making contact with Colin Turner. And no doubt, Coach Evans and company. His assistants, Ben Casanova, Trey Armstrong, and grad assistant Joe Edwards, able to come up with a plan to turn this thing around. Turner fakes, shoots, no foul called. Laker ball. Quickly the other way, in and out, but get off the rim. Get off the rim.
Another dunk. I think he's going to start testing out this rim on the right side here. Bell is with, that's his 3rd dunk of the game.
Goodness. Opening minute of the second half. Drive by Champion, lost control and gets it back to Jamil. He'll take a 3. It's up, it is off the mark. Turner got a hand on it but could not control.
Possession to the Lakers.
Look at that last effort by JoJo Bell, who has been all too familiar with the rims here at Lynn Cottrell Arena tonight.
And he's been known as more of a defender, 4th, like we mentioned, 4th in the PBC in blocks, 5th in rebounds this year, but he has been the go-to guy in the scoring category for Clayton State in this one.
Foul inside, that'll go against Hawkinson.
Nighthawk foul on number 21, Zach Hawkinson. That's his 2nd, team first.
It'll be Young to trigger the play from the baseline. Does so to Page. Thomas zips it in the corner. Fall away jumper goes. When it rains, it pours.
And DJ Wright's had a rather quiet game, I think, for his standards. Had a career-high 27 points against North Georgia last time out, but a couple of the other Lakers on this team have made up for that deficit.
Right out to Turner down the lane. Hook shot good.
Colin Turner.
Eight points for Turner. Down low. Nice reach in to deflect the ball away by Chase. Let's a look at that last little 7-foot hook shot. Impossible to guard that, I'm telling you.
And that's why he's the league leader in field goal percentage this year.
Yep.
Based off shots just like that.
And a steal on the inbound by AJ. Zips it up to Champion. That's a goaltending.
A nice pass there in transition from A.J. White. That one was going to go in regardless there from Champion.
Bell with the goaltend. Back-to-back buckets for the Nighthawks to pull back within 10. Boy, Rideout got a hand on the ball. And a whistle away from the ball. Zach.
North Georgia foul on number 1, A.J. White. That's his second.
I beg your pardon, A.J. Over the top.
Nighthawk foul on number 32, Colin Turner.
Foul on Turner, defending Page. Look at that last steal there by AJ. Into Young. Over to Thomas. Missed three, but an offensive board. Long rebound to Wright. Knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay Laker ball. Lob over the top to Bell. Gets it right back. This one woefully off the mark. Rebound quickly. Champion, White, bucket.
And what was the connection between White and Champion on that last possession gets flipped there, and a great pass in transition from Champion to White for the easy two.
And nicely done in transition indeed. Off the glass, no good. And that's going to be basket interference. Wave it off. You can't touch it when it's in the cylinder, Mr. Page. There's a look at the finish there. Nicely done, A.J. White. So the Lakers have had a goaltend and basket interference. And that is clearly the correct call.
You appreciate the athleticism.
Oh, absolutely.
So unfortunately, it's not going to go your way if you're Clayton State.
It's exciting, it's scintillating, but it's against the rules. So there's that. And we will take everything we can to get back in this ball game. The deficit, and we'll take that foul out near midcourt on Andre Young.
Clayton State foul on number 4, Andre Young. That's his second, team second.
AJ getting a little warm-up rep three-pointer in there too. Nighthawks just 1 for 10 from downtown in this one. Hopefully we can get some more of those.
Got to change that. Hawkinson to Champion, directing traffic. Chase in between the circles, gets it to AJ, open for three, left side. You bet! And all at once, what was a 14-point deficit is but 5. We'll take a break. 16:28 to go. Nighthawks climbing back in it. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network. And nothing like a little 9-0 run to change the face of the ball game in one big hurry. A look here at that last three from A.J. White. And by the way, perfect opportunity to make recognition of being named to the Trevor Hudgens Top 25 National Watch List, announced by the Small College Basketball and National Awards Committee. And this, of course, is an honor that goes to the senior student athlete who has compiled the best overall 4 or 5 year career at the small college level. This is the third year that award has been handed out, and a tremendous honor to be named to the top 25 list.
Yo, absolutely. And I think that there's no argument to be made that A.J. White has put together, some of the last 4 years here at North Georgia have been some of the most impressive that we have seen for this North Georgia men's basketball program. So a big congratulations to him, and also Bevo Francis top 100 watch list as well for the third consecutive season for Mr. White.
And by the way, have it on good authority that no one else on that top 25 list is less than 6 feet in stature. That's a testament to the enormity of his game.
Yes, absolutely, and definitely doesn't, take that height as a disadvantage with, Hayton being the all-time leading scorer.
Yes, sir.
Here at North Georgia, and one of the 25 best seniors in the country. So congrats to AJ.
Another steal, boy, another whistle. Oh, goodness.
Nighthawk foul number 3, Chase Champion. That's his first, team fourth.
Well, I'd say that's 2 plays that could have been 2 possessions for the Nighthawks. Coach Evans hoping they can come up with a stop here. Page back and in. That's an offensive foul. Goodness gracious. That absolutely is an offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
I mean, he was leaning at a 45-degree angle.
That's his fourth.
There is no doubt. And guess what? That's number 4 on Page.
Oh, yeah, you can see there right into the chest of Colin Turner. An easy call there.
Yep.
By the officials on the offensive foul.
Yep. All right, let's keep that run going. Right out to White. AJ wants 3. Oh, he's got it! And the foul!
He wants 3. Maybe give him 4. And that is why he's one of the top 25 seniors in the country.
Goodness gracious.
Fouls called on Clayton State's number 3, B.J. Wright.
We're going to take the under 16, and I can
Media timeout on the floor.
lower the adrenaline level here just a bit.
Here we go.
It's 41-38. Buckle up. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Sports Network. The Nighthawks are on a run. It's 41-38. I thought it was a 3. Actually, I believe we're going to find that AJ's foot might have been on the line. And it is so close. You know what? I'm not so sure.
It's really hard to tell from that angle, too. And White isn't wearing his shiny shoes today either. He's wearing the white shoes we decided to go with, so it's a little hard to tell, at least from that angle.
It is a 3-point basket, as cold. Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn now and then. And so what I thought was a 3, in fact, was, but boy, by the most narrow margins. And now AJ for the rare 4-point play to make it a 1-point ball game. Got it. All right, I guess that makes it a 13-point run.
Down but never out. This North Georgia team is going to be fighting tooth and nail for these final 16 minutes.
Thomas to Bell to Young. Young shot no good, but an offensive board. And they'll set up the offense again.
Look at Chase Champion on defense here.
Shot clock at 10. Baseline move, shot no good. Goodness gracious. Oh, that was a late whistle, sports fans.
That's his first, team fifth.
Those are the toughest to swallow. Looked like a great defensive possession there from North Georgia. Chase Champion, a great effort, but it's going to end in a pair of free throws here for Thomas.
Oh, man, I do not see enough contact. Foul shot is made.
Checking in for the Lakers, number 1, Tahai
Just a
Morgan.
furious comeback by the Nighthawks.
AJ Baskerville. Also checking in for Clayton State, number 10, Justin Evans.
One more coming for Thomas. Got them both. That is a 3-point ball game. Nighthawks can pull within 1 or tie it with a 3. AJ to the rack, up and in. AJ White is a man on a mission right now.
How in the world did he get that to drop? My goodness. It didn't even look like he had his eyes on the basket, and yet it falls for 2. Another amazing AJ play.
Man on a mission. 14:40 to go. Shot block. Get out of here.
Possession stays with the Lakers.
It's like a shot of espresso. A tough bucket from AJ and another block on the other end by Baskerville. Still anybody's ball game here in Dahlonega.
You get the sense that the Nighthawks have decided they want to win this game in no uncertain terms. The shot from the foul line, though, will go for JoJo Bell, and he has 14 on the night. 3-point ball game, 14 minutes and 14 seconds left. White drives the lane to the rack. Yes, and 1.
AJ says, give me the keys. I'll do it myself. Just back-to-back tough buckets there by Mr. White.
Clayton State foul number 0, JoJo Bell. That's his second.
Second foul on Bell. He'll get a breather.
At the line for the Nighthawks.
Back in Justin Evans. And now AJ to tie this game up. And he's got 20 points on the night. That is an offensive foul on Joey Thomas.
Another great defensive effort there by Chase Champion, going chest to chest with the Laker there, and That's going to go North Georgia's way 10 times out of 10.
Not since the ball game was 11-all were we tied until just a moment ago. And Turner stops, hook shot up, no good. And that'll be a foul on Colin.
Nighthawk foul on number 32, Colin Turner. That's his third, team 6.
Third on Turner. And the 6th team foul here in the second half. What a furious comeback by the Nighthawks. Trailed by as many as 14 points on 2 occasions. To High Morgan. Gets rid of it. Shot clock at 7. And a big three-pointer there from Joey Thomas.
Huge there to quiet some of the North Georgia fans. A 3 to give Clayton State the lead back.
Shot no good. Lakers with the ball. Evans on the move. Gets it back. Would not go for Imbow.
And another great play there by Champion. That one's not going to go down in the stat sheet, but again, he went chest to chest there, arms straight up, and stopped that basket from the Lakers.
Down to Turner on the block. Zips it over to Chase Champion for 3. No good. Rebound, Mamour Imbow. Thomas between the circles, guarded by Akwiwu. Over to Evans, who hits a 3. Justin Evans, redshirt junior from Covington. So back-to-back 3s for the Lakers.
Well, it looks like a Laker was just teed up there. It looks like Morgan, the offender on that.
And Tahai probably picked a bad time for that. You've just regained the lead. You're up 6 after having given up a 14-point lead. There's never a great time to have a technical foul assessed, but
Tahai Morgan, that's his first foul, and the team's 7th.
Now AJ goes to the line. That doesn't happen often.
Very, very rare miss there from one of the best free throw shooters in program history.
Right at 90% on the season.
North Georgia, number 21, Zach.
But you do still get the ball back here if you're North Georgia to try to put some more points up on the board.
And that is the beauty of a technical. You do get the shots and the ball. Stevens, 2 hour left. Ready to inbound. They'll set the shot clock at 20. Basket. Oh, goodness. Dangerous pass to AJ. Shot clock at 8. Three-pointer on the way. Just a bit short.
And it looks like a foul here in transition for North Georgia.
And that will go against Stevens, I believe.
That's his second.
Timeout on the floor, the under 12, 11:48 to go. It's Clayton State 51, North Georgia 46. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
All right, show me how you do that again.
I'm here. You've got a lot of reasons to be here.
I'm here.
That's why we're here. At Georgia Heart Institute, our breakthroughs in artificial intelligence could accurately model and predict future heart problems decades in advance, so you can make plans today to be just where you're needed tomorrow.
Oh, I'm here.
The future of heart care. We're leading Georgia there. Georgia Heart Institute.
This Nighthawk Sports Network broadcast brought to you in part by 52 West Brewing, bringing a laid-back farm-to-pint craft beer experience to the foothills of Dahlonega. Great brews, live music, and local charm in every pint. 52 West Brewing, the official craft beer of University of North Georgia Nighthawk Athletics. 11:48 to go here in the ball game. North Georgia roared back to tie it. And a pair of three-pointers by the Lakers have them out in front. But a lot of basketball left.
Yeah, you got to lock in defensively from beyond the arc here if you're North Georgia. We've talked about it a couple times already, but this Clayton State team, one of the better three-point shooting teams in the PBC. North Georgia started to get some three-pointers back in this half, courtesy of A.J. White, but this is a Lakers team that outshoots most teams from beyond the arc in this conference.
First one goes for Thomas. And the Lakers remain perfect at the line for the night. 7 of 7. And the lead is 7. Hawkinson double teamed, triple teamed, and taken away. Long lead pass up to Thomas. Back to Young. No good. Rebound Hawkinson. And a reach in. I'll tell you, JoJo Bell might want to not join his teammate with a technical
That's his second, team 8.
by barking at the official any more than he already has.
At the line for the Nighthawks,
I would think he's gotten about as far as he needs to go. Hawkinson connects.
We talked about how this was going to be a tough, gritty game. Both of these teams on 4-game losing streaks, trying not to make it 5 straight. Doing by any means necessary to come away with the win tonight.
Baskerville got a hand on that ball but could not corral it. So 1 of 2 for Zach. 53-47, 11-11 to go in Dahlonega. Young. Back to Bell. Now Evans drives the lane. Nothing doing. Backdoor cut. Oh, my goodness.
Nighthawk fellow number 21, Zach Hawkinson.
May have looked like Hawkinson got a piece of his arm there on the way up. Just a tough break with the Lakers so late in the shot clock, too.
JoJo Bell.
It's a nice backdoor cut. Bell hitting there. Let's take a look at it. Okay, a little. Second one for Bell. Goes as well. White gets it across half court, guarded by Evans. Away to Baskerville. Now Hawkinson for Stevens. Picks up his dribble. Akwiwu, 10 to shoot. Baskerville fouled, goes to the floor hard.
Clayton State fellow number 23, Mamor Imbo. That's his third.
Imbo with the foul.
This game is almost the exact opposite from what we saw earlier in the season when these two teams matched up, where for North Georgia, it was a lot of unsung heroes in that one that really came up big. 34 bench points from them in that. You had 15 from Jameel, 15 from Jake, and you had a pretty high-scoring game from Wright for Clayton State in that one.
Yep.
And he's been held to just 7 points in this ball game thus far. And A.J. White had a quote-unquote quiet game for his standards against Clayton State last time out, just 15 points. And
just 15.
and he has that here in the second half alone.
Second for Baskerville, in and out, no good. Lane violation. I beg your pardon.
Foul's called on the Clayton State's number 23.
I think a foul was called.
That's his fourth.
So,
Team 10. Officials timeout for a video review.
We will keep it right here to 30 to 10:29 to go. The foul on the Lakers will send the Nighthawks back to the line.
Looks like they're going to review something during this break as well. Not 100% sure what they're looking at here.
We will see if we can ascertain what is being viewed. So as it stands now, you're just about halfway through the second half. Roared back to tie it at 45. You now trail by 7, but apparently you're going to get a couple more foul shots, or at least an opportunity. Okay. Oh, my goodness. That is going to be a flagrant. That may be a flagrant 2. That was an elbow to the chops. Yeah, that's going to be a flagrant 2 on Mbao.
Surprised we didn't catch that on.
I did not see it
during real game time.
That was an absolute flagrant elbow. In my opinion, an F2. They may just make it a flagrant 1, but I believe it will be a flagrant.
Whether it's a 1 or a 2, it's definitely been a couple of just really key plays here in this second half for Clayton State that, been to the detriment of them with the technical foul earlier in this one, potentially a flagrant foul coming up here, and it's really been a killer for Clayton State in this second half.
Let's see what the call is going to be.
The foul on Clayton State's
number 23, and so a flagrant 1
has been upgraded to a flagrant 1.
I think that Mbao is probably fortunate that was not upgraded to a flagrant 2. To me, that's about as blatant as you can get. And a great shot on the replay. And I'm not sure what Coach Vince Alexander is harping about. Zach will have one more. And got the roll.
And that's a huge home court advantage for North Georgia with the 5 angles that we have here on the broadcast and available for the officiating crew on the replay. If you play in a lot of other stadiums, you may not get that call to go your way for North Georgia.
Inbound to Zach, fake, shoots, scores, and the foul.
Well, welcome to the party, Mr. Hawkinson.
Clayton State foul on number 5, Joey Thomas. That's his 3rd.
Zach is back. Nice fake, the shot.
Zach Hawkinson.
And it's good. 3-point ball game, 10:22 to go. Lakers with the ball. And a whistle away from the ball. They're going to get AJ. A little bit of a size disadvantage with Bell.
Nighthawk foul on number 1, AJ White. That's his 3rd.
And Bell has been pretty good at the line.
At the line, shooting the 1-and-1 for the
tonight.
Lakers. JoJo Bell.
On the season, 83%.
Substitution for North Georgia, replacing AJ White.
Number 1 of your top 10 in the Peach Belt. The Lakers fended off the first comeback by the Nighthawks. We'll see if North Georgia can do even more in this last 10 minutes as we are midway through the second half. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy.
Joey Thomas.
Just a tough break there from Jamari. Looked like he was,
Number 4, Jamari Arnold.
wanting to take the obvious foul there to try to stop the transition bucket. It just came a smidgen too late, and
number 32, Colin.
that's an easy 2 there from Thomas.
At the line
That's one of those situations where if you're going to have the no layup rule in effect, then make it a no layup rule play.
Returning to the floor for the Lakers, number 23, Mamour Mbo.
So we were tied at 45, then down by 6, and then pulled back within 3. Now down 8. A game of swings. And another turnover. Young to Bell at the elbow. Back out front to Thomas. Long 3, no good. Tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Clayton State ball.
Possession stays with the Lakers.
A trio of substitutions. White
Checking with North Georgia,
right out,
AJ White.
and
Number
Champion
13,
in
Leo
for
Rada.
Stevens,
And number 3, Chase Champion.
Baskerville, and Arnold.
Nice to see Rideout get involved here for the Nighthawks. Had a season high 15 points against Clayton State last time out.
Young underneath, ball knocked away, and it stays with the Lakers.
Looks like we're going to get another trip to the review monitor.
Absolutely.
In this one, putting our review man Ryan Hutchison up to work here in this ball game.
North Georgia calls a 30-second timeout.
And we will take a timeout as well with 9:11 to go in the ball game. It's Clayton State 60, North Georgia 52. Back in a moment. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network.
At the heart of America's gold rush stands a beacon of leadership, tradition, and excellence. A university that has always led the way, forging an environment for broad-based academics, world-class athletics, and tomorrow's military leaders. The University of North Georgia. Learning and leadership, passion and preparation, transformation and tradition. We are the University of North Georgia.
Teams are back on the floor. The video review has concluded. We're about to find out what it means.
After video review, possession goes to the Nighthawks.
And it was indeed a successful challenge. And it will be North Georgia ball. I felt pretty good about that because Zach was emphatic that Coach Evans should make the appeal. And it was successful. And our thanks to the officiating crew for keeping us informed. White in the lane, blocked away. Young. Down the lane, shot up. Oh, and a foul called. That'll send Joey Thomas to the line.
That started as a really nice defensive possession from North Georgia, too, to get back in transition to set up their defense, but fortunately it's not going to go their way with another trip to the line here for Thomas.
At the line for the Lakers, Joey Thomas.
Since the game was tied at 45, Lakers have outscored North Georgia 16-7. And this to push it back to a 10-point lead. And they do.
They have quite literally been perfect from the free throw line in this. Now 14 for 14 are the Lakers from the charity stripe.
And that's a big part of your difference tonight. Reach and foul and inbound.
Laker foul on number 23, Mamour Imbo. That's his 5th.
And he is fouled out of the ball game. Young man from Dakar, Senegal.
At the line for the Nighthawks, A.J. White.
Good for Mr. White. 22 points on the night. Nighthawks a little full court press. Up ahead it goes to Thomas. Bell from the foul line gets the roll.
JoJo Bell.
Eight minutes, 8 seconds left. 10-point lead for the Lakers. AJ in traffic, zips it back. Right out. Able to corral it, fouled.
Clayton State foul on number 6, Bryce Dawson. That's his 2nd.
And a timeout on the floor. The under 8 media timeout. 7:57 to go. It's the Lakers by 10. Do the Nighthawks have one more run left in them? We'll see in a moment on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Coach Evans and company trying to come up with a nice play to get out of this timeout, set the tone for the last 7:57. Now, North Georgia has shown the ability to score quickly as part of that 14-point comeback, which allowed them to tie the game at 45, but they have not necessarily been able to consistently take care of the ball, creating some opportunities for the Lakers to push back in front.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, like you mentioned, they've been locked in offensively. It's been a couple of defensive mistakes for the Nighthawks here in this second half that's resulted in a lot of free throw opportunities for the Lakers. And the Nighthawks are going to try to get back a couple of free throws here, but a couple of just costly turnovers for North Georgia here in these final 20 minutes as they try to chip away.
First one no good for Jamil. And the second will go. At the other end, Thomas to Page. Blocked by Turner. Out of bounds and over to North Georgia. And that was a quick shot in that possession for Clayton State, and that helps us out.
Yes, indeed.
White picks up his dribble, got to have help. Now he'll just shoot it, and is fouled. He'll head to the line. AJ just pivoted himself into an open shot.
Number 5, Joey Thomas. That's his 4th.
He usually finds a way to get open one way or another.
So look at that pivot.
AJ White.
And give yourself an opportunity at the line. One more coming for the man from Memphis. Looking for his 24th point of the night.
Checking in for the Lakers, number 3, DJ Wright.
DJ Wright checking back in for Clayton State. And a near takeaway. They're going to call a jump, and it will be Laker ball.
Possession goes to the Lakers.
I tell you, Stephen Akwiwu guarding the inbound is an intimidating force.
I definitely wouldn't want to be chest to chest with Akwiwu if I was trying to inbound the ball, and he makes a lot of plays like that won't show up on the stat sheet but are really important plays.
Oh, and a turnover. A.J. White. The pressure worked. Inside to Turner. Collin gets it back underneath. Good.
He had a defender draped all over him, and he makes that look easy.
And that's a very apt description. Draped all over him indeed. 6-point ball game, 7:07 to go. Here's a look at it. The takeaway by that pressure defense. A.J. getting it inside to Collin. And just look. Boy, he probably was fouled that first time before he laid it in on the reverse layup. Inbound to Page. Now way to right. Inside 7 minutes we go. Down low to Page. And A.J. got a hand on it. Shot from right, no good. Rebound Turner. Outlet to White. A.J. on right. Fouled in the act of shooting, and A.J. knew there wasn't a chance in the world that he was going to make the shot.
Number 3, DJ Wright.
But he gave himself an opportunity at the line.
Well, that just goes to show you the attention that A.J. commands. He didn't even have his eyes on the basket, it looked like, and well, maybe a side eye there, but
look at the body control, though,
A.J. White.
To make that shot attempt. That's your classic A.J. White free throw.
Checking back in for Clayton State, number 5, Joey Thomas.
A made free throw by A.J. would make it an 8-2 run by the Nighthawks. And that's what it is. 64-60. 6:36 to go. The Nighthawk faithful imploring their guys to come up with a stop. Thomas zips it back. Three-pointer no good. Turner a one-handed rebound. Oh, goodness. A.J. White in the corner to right out. Goes baseline. Nothing doing there. Back to Akwiwu. Now Turner. Shot clock at 10. Open champion three. Wouldn't fall. Last touched by the Nighthawks. Thomas double teamed. Gets it up. Now into the hands of Young. A 4-point Laker lead. Young guarded by White. Off balance shot. Goodness.
Got the shooter's bounce.
How many times tonight? How many times tonight? At the other end, wraparound pass, Akwiwu. They're going to wave off the bucket. Foul prior to the shot.
Clayton State foul number 21, Eddie Page. That's his 5th.
Another Laker fouled out.
Well, and another front line player. You had Mbao that fouled out. Now Page is fouled out.
Into the game for the Lakers. Replacing
So you trade
number 10,
a 6'9 player for a 6'2. That's a pretty good trade for the Nighthawks.
I think Colin Turner likes to see that substitution.
Yeah. First one good for a right out. And the second. Again, the pressure on the Lakers. Nearly a steal at midcourt. But a bucket at the other end.
Bryce Dawson.
Two-possession ball game, 5 minutes to go. White down the lane, lays it in.
That's just too easy for AJ. When he's got that much space, he's going to take that shot 100 times out of 100.
26 points, a near steal there. Long pass up ahead over to Evans. And they now know that the clock is their friend.
For the most part, they've done a really good job of breaking this full court press from North Georgia.
Young, no good. Nighthawks have it down 4, 4:24 to go. AJ might have been fouled there, shot up. It'll be Nighthawk ball. And a timeout taken. And it will become a full 4:19 to play in the ball game. Lakers 68, Nighthawks 64. Back in a moment. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network.
On my team, I thrive to work as hard as I can. I mean, whatever you do on the field, there's a positive correlation to whatever else you do, be it personal relationships, homework, the way you carry yourself. I've changed since I got to King University. It's really helped me to develop as a leader. I think it's honestly the best thing that's ever happened.
Tonight's Nighthawk Sports Network broadcast brought to you in part by John Meagle Chevrolet. Over 25 years of award-winning service, a wide selection of new and used vehicles, and expert certified servicing. John Meagle Chevrolet, the official car of University of North Georgia Nighthawk Athletics. John Meagle Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. And the Nighthawks playing with drive here in the second half. Made that first big comeback to tie it at 45. They pulled within 3, pulled within 4. Let's see if they can pull off and make the payoff. And Turner tied up, but not until a foul was committed by Evans.
Justin Evans, that's his third. At the line for 2 shots for the Nighthawks, Colin Turner.
Turner at the line. We have seen a lot of free throws made here tonight. Nighthawks 74%, which is very good. Clayton State has not missed on the night, 14-14.
Yeah, we talked about the Lakers' success at the line. North Georgia 24 for 32.
Second one goes. He took the scenic route.
Take them any way you can get them.
Yep.
Points are points.
2-point ball game. Young, away to Thomas. 4:04 left in the second half. Straightaway 3, no good, but a long rebound to Evans. Nighthawks have it. Right out to White. AJ! And we're tied at 68. Can you come up with a stop? And give yourself a chance to get back in front. Goodness.
Andre Young.
Lakers back in front by 2. And a foul out front on Bell.
Clayton State foul on number 0, JoJo Bell. That's his third.
Third on Bell. Here's a look at that last drive by AJ. Just acrobatic body control.
30 points now on the night for the superstar guard.
It is a pleasure to watch AJ in action. This to tie it at 70 all. Oh, and a near turnover.
And
it is.
Turnover by the Lakers.
Here we go.
The Nighthawks' only lead of the night came at 11-10.
Checking back in for the Nighthawks, number 21, Zach Hawkinson.
Can they retake the lead for the first time since early in this ball game?
A great effort there by Rideout to get his hands in there, and here we go. Nighthawks with the ball, trying to take the lead.
Hawkinson at the elbow. Oh, now gets it to Rideout. Down low, the feed to Turner, draws contact. He'll head to the line. Boy, just watching the defense on A.J. White by Andre Young, he literally is encircling A.J.
He commands so much attention. A lot of the times he's got 2-3 players around him, and wise decision there by the Nighthawks to dish it out to Turner. Try to put a couple points up on the board.
For the Nighthawks, Colin Turner.
That equals their largest lead of the night.
For the Nighthawks, number 23, Stephen Akwiwu.
And that doubles it. It's been since 12:20 in the first half.
Oh,
it's going to stay Laker ball.
Almost another turnover there by the Lakers. This defensive effort here from North Georgia, you love to see.
Buckle down, guys. Let's go. 2:45 left. That 2-point advantage, the largest of the night for North Georgia. Evans for the tie, good, and 1. Doggone it.
Justin Evans. Foul called on the Nighthawks, number 1, A.J. White. That's his 4th.
Evans, a redshirt junior, transferred in from South Georgia Tech.
At the line for one shot for the Lakers, Justin Evans.
Evans 7 of 12 at the line. Nothing spectacular there. As evidenced by that.
Big missed free throw to keep this game tied at 72 apiece.
2.5 left. Hawkinson holding high in the lane, zips it to AJ. Back to Zach. Finds himself free for a slam dunk.
Hawkinson!
I like that.
Nighthawk fans are on their feet here in Lynn Cottrell Arena, and Craig, you got yourself a souvenir.
I think that was a flop, and Zach said, I'll take advantage. Nighthawks up 2. Hawkinson wants more. Shot no good.
And he is the perfect complement, I think, to A.J. White, where you have, a guard in A.J. who's just so calm, cool, and collected, and Zach Hawkinson just plays with a ton of energy. every time he's out on the floor, he's going 110%. And he's been a big factor late in this ball game here for the Nighthawks.
And so that was a blocking foul charge to the Lakers. Thought there for a second it might have been a charge assessed to Hawkinson. And so as they sort this out, 2:04 left. It is a 2-point advantage. And I believe, they're going to go to the video review.
You've got it at your disposal. You might as well use it in a close ball game like this. Every call is going to be crucial.
They are conferring prior to going to the monitor. Both teams in the double bonus. And now they're going to the video screen, and all three watching simultaneously. And so they are rewinding as you watch over the shoulder. And this is what they're looking at. And let's see here. All right, Rob, what do you think?
Oh, man, I mean, I feel like it can really go either way there. I don't know if the defender really had himself established, and I think the call on the floor originally was a foul against Clayton State, and do you have enough to overturn that?
Right.
I think is the biggest question here.
And so
after video review, it's an offensive foul on the Nighthawks, number 21, Zach Hawkinson.
That's going to go as an offensive charge on Zach. So it will be Laker ball. North Georgia up 2 with 2:04 to go.
Definitely something to monitor here. Hawkinson and White both with 4 fouls each.
And that could be critical down the stretch. So the 5 on the floor right now for the Nighthawks: Turner, Ikwiwu, Rideout, Champion, and White. Ikwiwu defending the inbound by Thomas. Gets it into Evans, back to Thomas, and inside 2 minutes we go. Three-pointer, Bell, woefully off the mark. And another quick shot by the Lakers early in that possession.
Yeah, you would have liked to bleed some more clock there if you were Clayton State.
Champion to Ikwiwu in between the circles. Wing to Rideout, looking down low instead. Cross court to Champion, drives to the lane, gives Turner, slam dunk, and the foul.
A grown man move by Colin Turner, plus the foul.
That's his 5th.
My goodness.
And that is the 3rd Laker to foul out of the ball game.
And it's Bell. That's a big 5th foul there on the leading scorer for Clayton State.
Yeah, the Nighthawk faithful say bye-bye to Bell.
One for the Nighthawks, Colin Turner.
And Turner hit the floor pretty hard. A 4-point lead, their largest of the night. And Collin very calm at the line. Now 18 points on the night. Nighthawks by 5.
Joey Thomas.
Bucket by Thomas and the chance for a 3-point play.
Nighthawk foul number
The Lakers, almost every time North Georgia has had a play where it looked like things were going to shift their way, the Lakers have answered right back.
Thomas makes it. He's got 18 on the night. Jamil brings it up. Guarded by DJ Wright. And a turnover. A minute to go. This for the lead. No good. Rebound champion. Wow. All right, guys, take care of the ball.
Priority number 1.
AJ, fifth gear, drive, shoot, scores, and 1.
That's another one going on the highlight reel for AJ.
Called on Clayton State's number 5, Joey Thomas. That's his 5th.
And guess what? Another Laker has fouled out. Joey Thomas says goodnight.
It's now 38 points accounted for in this game for Clayton State. That is on the bench for the rest of this ball game.
Huge. And the man that's responsible for 34 points for North Georgia goes to the line.
At the line for one shot for the Nighthawks, A.J. White.
I think A.J. wants 35 right here. Thomas, pull your shorts up, dude. $80-75. 3 from the wing, in and out, and back in.
Shooter's touch.
For 3.
And it is a 2-point ball game, 25.7 to go. You're going to have to make some free throws in the next 20 seconds. Champion to ride out. And the foul coming with 12.6.
Clayton State foul number 1 to High Morgan. That's
again, as we saw in the women's game, a little surprised at how long it took for Clayton State, once they decided they were going to foul, to commit the foul. Huge free throw for Jamil. Even more so the next to make it a 2-possession game. And he got it. 12.6 to go, 4-point Nighthawk lead. And a timeout taken. Boy, I'm telling you, they might wish they had not taken that.
Yeah, later than I would have expected. Thought they were going to get an immediate timeout after that made free throw from right out. Instead, 4 seconds bleed off the clock here. 4 precious seconds for Clayton State.
Yeah, and Young had a pretty good route to the basket. So 8.3 left. 4-point ball game. Always curious at the success that they've had beyond the arc tonight, or if you try to go in and draw foul to get your 3-point opportunity that way. Nonetheless, it's a 2-possession game. If the Nighthawks can defend the inbound well, they'll make it that much more difficult for Clayton State to put themselves in scoring position.
I think you just got to stay disciplined from beyond the arc here if you're North Georgia, defending the 3. A layup isn't the end of the world here if you're North Georgia, but If Clayton State can bring this to within one with a three-point basket or potentially, a four-point play, just got to stay locked in from three-point range here, defending beyond the arc for the Nighthawks.
Tahai Morgan shuffling over to make the inbound play immediately to our right. Gets it in to Young. Goodness gracious, no sense of urgency. And that'll be the ball game. And the Nighthawks have made a comeback in fine fashion. Let's see if they make them shoot any more free throws or if this is our final score. I believe we got free throws coming.
Looks like they're going to add a little bit of time left on here on the clock for the Nighthawks, but this is just a great rebound performance here for North Georgia, and we are going to get some free throws here for Jamil.
This becomes, with half a second left, an academic exercise, but it is part of the game. And with even a fraction of a second left, an opportunity to expand the margin of victory. I'm all for that.
Jamil Rideout.
Jamil. Makes it a 5-point lead. And let's make it a 6-point lead.
Might as well. A few extra points don't hurt.
And that is your ball game. North Georgia trailed by 14. Came back, tied it, came back again,